Well, in the movie that kind of inspired everybody to try their own personal fake Scottish accents, Shrek, of course, beloved movie franchise, particularly of one, shall not be named former assistant of mine who is completely obsessed. Shout out to Taylor. Obsessed with Shrek. Well, look, the last Puss in Boots movie came out, and it was fabulous. The one where he's, running out of his 9 lives. I forget the name of it, but it was wonderful. And at the end of it, he's in a little rowboat saying, "I'm going to go see some friends." That's the best Antonio Banderas you're ever going to hear.
That wasn't that bad, honestly.
It was like he was in the room.
Yeah.
So it ends with Antonio Banderas saying, "We're going to go see some friends," and the camera pans out, and it shows that he's heading towards the shores of Far, Far Away, which is, of course, where Shrek lives. And the whole audience went nuts, like crazy. And ever since that moment, I knew they were going to do a Shrek 5. So, of course, Shrek 5 is coming. It's coming next year. I think it's about 13 months out now. But guess what? It now looks, at least according to Dana Carvey and maybe Mike Myers, that they're already getting ready to do Shrek 6. According to a report in CBR, it says this: in a recent episode of his Fly on the Wall podcast, Dana Carvey, a former co-star and good friend of Mike Myers, revealed that he spoke to the actor Mike Myers about the future of the Shrek franchise. Carvey relayed that Myers told him that we're doing 2 more films after Shrek 5, hinting that there are plenty more adventures ahead for the beloved fantasy franchise. All right, so let's put the 7th one on hold for a second, because Mike Myers can say they're planning 2 more. They're probably going to want to see how this one does. But I have no doubt that they are already talking about planning 2 more. Then the 6th one is probably already in early stages of development. Like, they have to at least be writing it at this point. And here's the thing, guys. When you're talking about a franchise like Shrek that has been sitting on the shelf for, 48 years, however long it's been since the last Shrek film that we had, I would probably say it might behoove you to wait before planning a 6th one to see how the 5th one does. Is the audience still going to be there for it? Is a Shrek fandom still out there big enough to sustain like a blockbuster franchising? And so normally I would say, don't get ahead of yourself and start planning 6 yet. But Rob, I will say this: if there's any franchise I think you can do that with, it's Shrek.
Yeah.
I think they could have come in. I think it's good that they took a little bit of a break from Shrek, but I think you can almost come out with a new Shrek film anytime. And when I saw the love and the passion that people had when that last little scene in Puss in Boots happened, and when you saw the response that got out there when it was made official that they were indeed doing Shrek 5, to me, I'm saying, yeah, green light 6 right now. Go ahead. Now, it should be mentioned here that Dana Carvey is saying Mike Myers told him this. This is, of course, hearsay, but it tracks. And I would 100% believe that the studio is already making the 6th one. And I 100% believe it's a good idea, because I believe Shrek 5, while not necessarily a $1 billion film, I think Shrek 5 has the potential to be a $1 billion film. I'd be surprised if it made under 700 million. Now, of course, that all depends on how good or bad Shrek 5 ends up being. But I think it's got the potential to be one of those $1 billion films. I say you move ahead with 6 right now. I don't see a problem with this. Rob, what do you think about it?
Oh, I totally agree with you. Like, I've never understood, like, when The Matrix was very successful, they did make The Matrix 2 and 3. But I don't think they had enough time to really develop the stories as well as they could have. But I think seeing what Peter Jackson did with the Lord of the Rings movies, obviously they had the original novels, but I've never understood why, when you have a very successful franchise property, why they make one and then wait, and then 3 years later or whatever, they'll make another one. I would think, why not always have successful franchises in various states of development where you keep the team going? And if it's successful, I mean, keep it going. And look, do I appreciate Toy Story 5? Looks great to me. Do I think that they should just keep making Toy Story movies? Well, as long as they can keep, we're going to get the 5th movie in a franchise that's also going to, it looks to be great. The premise is great. Toys versus technology. That is a genius idea. And with the Shrek franchise, who doesn't love Shrek? Like you said, I think that franchise would survive if there was one every year, and if it was good, people would go.
Yeah. By the way, as a side note, they played a new Toy Story 5 trailer last night in our theater in front of Mandalorian, and the audience loved it.
Yeah.
Like the audience, and I got to tell you, I'm not saying that this Toy Story is going to be as good as Toy Story 3. I think most of us agree Toy Story 3 is probably like the gold standard of the Toy Story films. But I mean, on its surface, it looks just as good. I think it really looks great. Now, going into number 5, somebody in the live chat was asking, should we consider Shrek a failure if it only makes 500 million? No, if Shrek makes 500 million, it's going to be a profitable film and probably in the top 10% of the highest grossing films of the year. So even if it makes 500, it'll be fine. I'm just saying I'll be a little bit surprised if it makes under 700.
Right.
I just think it's going to do that well. And I think the hunger is going to be there for it. I think they've waited a long time to meet this film, as long as they don't completely crap the bed. And if the last Puss in Boots is any indication, they're still firing on all cylinders, because that last movie was great.
Totally.
And so I think the hunger is there, and I think the audience will be there.
Guys, we want to take a second and thank a sponsor of today's video, Hims. You know, one of the hardest things about trying to lose weight is just figuring out what actually works, because we've seen them all. There are a million trends, diets, and gimmicks out there, and honestly, it can get overwhelming. And that's why weight loss by Hims really stands out. Hims now offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications, including the Wegovy pill at its lowest price ever, and the Wegovy pen. With Wegovy at Hims, lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise. It helps you regulate your appetite and eat less, so success is within reach. Plus, Wegovy is the first ever and only GLP-1 available in a pill for weight loss, so there are no needles needed. And the process is extremely convenient. Everything happens online. You connect with a licensed provider who determines if treatment is right for you, and if prescribed, your medication gets delivered right to your door. No insurance necessary. Ready to reach your goals? Visit hims.com/Campea to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you. That's HIMS.com/Campea. hims.com/Campea. Based on advertised cash price for 30-day supply of medication only. Membership required, fee not included, and billed separately. Weight loss by Hims is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk A.S. To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit hims.com.
Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? According to Dana Carvey, Mike Myers has said they're already working on 2 more films. Eddie Murphy even at one point kind of hinted that they might be doing a Donkey spinoff. Anyway, whatever you think about all that, jump down into the comments section below and let us know your thoughts.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.